This morning I did. Now, so further trigonometry, we are now at obtuse angle. So let's take out our notes. Start. Now, what is the answer for tangent? Solve for what? Solve, right? Solve. So what do I do first? What's the step number 1? Alpha equals to tangent inverse 0.5. Nigel, what is the answer? Is there 2 decimal places? Okay lah. Now next, what do? You want to select quadrant, Tiffany. Select quadrant. So select quadrant, can you write down? Tangent is positive or negative? Negative. Now according to all science teacher are cute, negative means I want the second and fourth. Why? The alphabet here represents positive. So sine positive, tangent positive, cosine positive. A means all positive. So if you want tangent negative, that means second and fourth. But third and fourth are not in the syllabus, that means only second. Alright, so this is second quadrant. Can you write down? Second quadrant. Second quadrant, now solve for x. X will be equals to what? 180 minus 30 equals 150. Now, how do I know this is correct? Can all of you press tangent 150? Do you get negative 0.5774? Then you know you are correct. Okay, in this case, there's only one answer. Now, let's recap on the 2 quadrant again. Now, first quadrant, we say all are positive. And now, I would like to introduce a new symbol. So in this quadrant, we know that it is between 0 to 90. And can you write down? I need a new color. This is alpha. That means alpha is between 0 to 90. This is my reference angle. Second quadrant, we have done 3 examples. What is the pattern for second quadrant? 180 minus alpha. So can you write down? Whenever you see second quadrant, you must have this pattern, or this pattern. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Oh, okay, so far. Now this one. If I pause the video, all of you turn to the next page. Done, right? Done. Do I need to go through any question? Huh? Nigel got a question. What do I mean by all positive? Stop talking unless I'm talking about math. Otherwise, zip up. 1 period only. All positive means sine is positive, cosine is positive, tangent is positive. As sine positive means in this quadrant, sine is positive, cosine negative, tangent is negative. Now, just go through one example on the following page. Can you turn to page 4 now? Page 4, Nigel. Over here, look. This is sine positive. Sine positive. Alright, this is cosine negative. So if I say sine positive for A, it means that it is in which quadrant? First and second. Because all positive and sine positive. So I go through the first question again. Alpha equals to sine inverse 0.415. What's the answer? 22.5. Now you want to highlight this and say that this is only in what? First and second. Later in A-Max you will see all the 4 quadrants. Now let's continue. Second one. Sine is what? Positive. That means what? In first and second. Now you see the link already. Because it is first and second, so I say that X must have 2 answers. The first one is alpha itself. The second one is 180 minus. So the answer is this. Now what does this answer mean? This answer means if I press sine 24.5, it will give me 0.4. If I press sine 155.5, it will give you 0.4. How do you know whether you take both the number or not? Depends on this. How do you identify which quadrant? Depends on this. Rachel, this read sign is positive. So it's in which quadrant? First and second. Why? First, because all positive. S means only sign positive. Let's try the other one and see how we select the quadrant. You need to select the quadrant correctly, otherwise the answer will be wrong. It depends on the sign. Depends on plus or minus. If it's plus, then first and second. If it's minus, third and fourth. Huh? Two answers. There are two answers. Why? Because if you press sine 24, right, you get 0.4. If you press sine 155, you also get 0.4. Okay, let's learn to select the quadrant again. Jiaxuan, this is cosine what? Negative. Now cosine negative means which quadrant? Why is it not first? Because first is all positive. All positive means sine positive, cosine positive, tangent positive. So cannot choose first. Second, there's initially one more. There's a third quadrant, but out of syllabus as of now. Third one. By right is second and third. We are learning third in Amex. Okay. Okay. Now number one. Can I show you the wrong one? Alpha equals to cosine inverse negative 0.234. Can everyone press this and tell me the number now? Now. Stop, Matthew. Start. I don't care whether you have done or not. Listen. 103. Now, why is it 103 is wrong? Gerald, why is it 103 is wrong? No. Try. I know it must be positive, but why is it that if I press the alpha, if I see 103, the alarm in my head will sound off? First quadrant, and it is less than 90. Can you write down? My alpha is acute angle. Alpha is acute angle. It must be less than 90. That is why I cannot put negative like what Tiffany suggests. So if I use my green pen, yes, then you will ask me, teacher, very stupid. Okay, I explain the stupid thing later. Now, can you write down alpha? Alpha equals to what? Alpha equals to cosine inverse 0.234 equals to 76.46. Junyang. Now, third step. Third step is what? Since it's the second quadrant, then you write down x equal 180 minus 76.46 equal 103.5. This one actually 2 decimal place because final answer is 1 decimal place. But if you put this 1 decimal place, actually the final answer will still be the same one. Up to you, up to you. Now, I can still put 1 decimal place because the answer won't change. Now, let me answer one very important question. Jiaxuan asked, teacher, do you know that if you press cosine inverse this answer, sure you get this? Why do we bother to do 3 steps? It is to set up for Amex later. Because Amex later, there will be 5, 6 answers. Okay? So if I don't teach you properly, later on Amex, you will ask me a lot of why. So therefore, I teach you the 3 steps. is to guide you for A max later. Otherwise, if you ask me for E max, don't need all the 3 steps. You just press cosine inverse negative, you straight away get the answer. In exam, this is 1 mark. No working for all this one, no working. Huh? Can, up to you. But if you do wrongly, then wrong. Because why? According to Jiaxuan method, if you press cosine inverse this, right, it doesn't explain why sine inverse will have 2 answers. Doesn't explain. You don't believe me, you press sine inverse, you will get 1 answer. Then you question yourself, 为什么? I talk in Chinese, you don't listen. Why for sine there are 2 answers? It's because of the 3 quadrants, the quadrants here. Okay, so if you do 1 step, you won't see that. You must ignore the negative sign. Once you include, you realize that it's obtuse, then you got problem. Okay, now can I skip this because the answer is here? Why is it 0.233? Because this is a rounded off angle. If you press a wrong string, then you will get back this. Yeah, because it's positive. Like I say, the 3 steps here is to set up for A max. Okay? But if you realize you press like that, so you answer already. Then you will, why we do so many steps? But if I teach you like this, later A max you will suffer. Okay? It's to set up for A max. Now, can I stop the question here?